welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Samantha. I'm a mom to 5, a home daycare provider, and I'm also on the ketogenic diet. So on my channel, you're gonna find videos about all of those things. You're also gonna find some lifestyle videos. Because I am a work-at-home mom, doing projects around the house is part of my job, I feel like. If you hear somebody in the background, that's my 2-year-old, just chatting away. Today we're gonna do a pantry organization video. My pantry is a hot mess and it needs to be organized. I've tried to organize it numerous times in the past and it's never held up, so I'm hoping this time I'm gonna do a really thorough job with labeling and making sure everything's accessible and easy to understand for everybody in the house. Just a little background, we have 8 people that live here. It's my fiance and myself. We have 4 children that live here. We have 5 total, but my stepdaughter doesn't live here full time. And then we have my mom and dad that live here as well. So, and then I'm also a home daycare provider, so I have lots of kids in and out. So we have a lot of people here, and the pantry for me needs to be extremely easy to access, and I need to be able to find things very quickly because I'm making multiple meals a day for multiple different people. And right now it's very frustrating. When I go to make my grocery list, I try to look at what's in the pantry and I can't find anything, and that's just not gonna work. So we need to fix it. So I went out and I purchased a couple of things from Walmart and the Dollar Tree. I also have a ton of bins already that I invested in last time I did this process. And so I'm gonna use a lot of what I have because I didn't want to spend an astronomical amount on organizing my pantry. So I'm gonna turn you guys around. I'm gonna show you my pantry, and then I'm gonna show you some of the stuff that I bought, and then we're just gonna get to it. I may not record everything, like pulling everything out, just because my camera battery is not the best. So if I try to record this, it's gonna take forever, and I'm gonna have to keep charging my battery. I do want to say everybody is different in their organization style. I am someone that has to remove everything from the space, clean the space, and then put everything back. So I know some people do it like bin by bin so they don't get overwhelmed. I cannot do that. I have to take everything out and then clean it and then put it all back in an organized fashion. So this is probably gonna take me majority of the day. I've already carved out the time for it. I have my 2-year-old here helping me, and we're gonna get this done as quickly as possible, but also in the most meticulous, efficient way, because I want this to be a system that's gonna work for us long term. All right, you guys, I'm a little bit embarrassed to show this, but this is reality. We have a nice size walk-in pantry. It's an L-shaped. It doesn't look that big, but that's just because there's stuff everywhere. But I am gonna show it to you anyways. This was actually something I found at Walmart, and it's supposed to go down the whole door, but I lost some pieces. So this is what I'm left with. And I just use this to hold my trash bags and obviously a bunch of other junk that probably shouldn't be in there. But that's part of the organization process. Then when you come into my pantry, this is what it looks like. It's a little crazy. Like, my floor is covered. The shelves are all covered. I do have these bins, and you can see that I had the bins, I labeled them, and they are just not, this is not working. We have too much food. It's not separated enough. Everything kind of just gets thrown into the bin and nobody reads the label. The labels have fallen off. So we're gonna redo this and try and get it done in a more efficient manner. We do go to Costco a lot, so we have some bulk items that I need to store. So when you pan around, you kind of have the rest of the shelf from over here. I have some Lazy Susans back there that store like oils and dressings and things. And then over here, I have all my cereal containers. These are all from Walmart. And then I have these little canisters. They're plastic. I know people prefer glass, but these are plastic. They're from Walmart. I would love to have the OXO containers, or OXO, or whatever you call it. I can't afford that. That's not within my budget right now. So this is what I'm working with. I'm going to keep what I'm working with. I'm not going to go out and purchase, you know, spend $200 or $300 on my pantry. I'm just not going to do it. I have these can organizers. I actually have 2 of those, so I'm going to utilize those. I have these like little bread racks right here. I got those at Walmart. I'm going to utilize those. I'm sorry, the lighting is really bad in here. I have another one of those 3 stackable things, and just a ton more bins. We have so many drinks and just all sorts of stuff. More drinks down here. And then I have this whole system. And this part was built in when we moved in, which I love, and it holds a lot of like our baking stuff. This down here was, I put in, and it's supposed to just be Ziploc bags. I don't know what all this other stuff is. So that's kind of an overview of what my pantry looks like. It is much bigger in person. It looks kind of small on the camera because I can't get a good look of it, or a good look at it. So I'm gonna turn you guys around again. I'm gonna show you guys what I bought from Walmart, and then I'm just gonna get started. I have my whole setup here. We have a folding table that I set up, and I'm gonna just start pulling things out and placing them on this table. I cleared off my little buffet thing over here. I'm gonna put stuff up there, and then I have my dining room table here. I'm gonna put stuff on there. So let me turn you around. Let me show you what I got from Walmart. And then I'm gonna probably turn the camera off and pull everything out and then show you what the pantry looks like without everything in it. All right, you guys, so this is what I got from Walmart. I want to add some color to my pantry because everything is white. So I got this deco adhesive. And it's just in this blue print, and I'm gonna put this on the shelves in there. And then I got these bins. I was going to get some more of the white bins, but I wanted to add some color. And these were very cheap. These were $1.50. They're pretty sturdy. And I actually found these in the office supply section. So I got these. I think I'm gonna use these for snacks, like granola bars, fruit snacks, whatever else. I mean, Rice Krispie treats, whatever. And I'm gonna put those in the bottom so my kids can pack their lunch. I got this little like smoother and box knife to cut this. And then I got these little glass containers from the Dollar Tree, and I got 6 of them. And I thought I would put the stuff that I don't have a ton of, like my Swerve sweetener for my keto diet, coconut flour, things like that I don't have a ton of, but I still want to store in a glass jar instead of in the containers. So that's all I got. I spent, let's see, I think I spent about $25 on all of this, and that is the only amount that I'm gonna invest in my pantry. Let me turn you guys around. I don't want to spend a whole lot more in my pantry. I have already invested in those white bins, and that was a big enough investment for me. I don't want to keep doing it. So this is all I'm gonna use. I have printed off some labels. I'm gonna get those done and get those on these bins, and we're gonna get this pantry organized. So I am gonna start pulling things out, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like whenever everything's out. Okay guys, we're about 30 minutes in. I just had to take some Tylenol because my head is hurting so bad. I'm watching some vlogs or some other cleaning channels. I believe her name is Nitra. I really like her, Nitra B. I'll link her channel down below. You guys probably know who she is. She's awesome. But I like to watch other people cleaning while I clean. I don't like to listen to music, anything like that. I want to watch other people clean. So I'm really embarrassed to show this. Like, really embarrassed to show this, but I'm gonna show you anyways. I have cleared everything out of my pantry. I've thrown a lot away that was expired or just like rotten. I found like some rotten onions. I mean, how does this happen, guys? All right, so I'm gonna turn you around. I'm gonna show you. I feel like I could run like 4 or 5 vending machines out of everything that I have. It may not look like much to you guys, but it's a lot, and I didn't know that I had like 90% of this. So let's turn you around. I'm gonna show you what I've pulled out. I'm gonna show you all my bins. I've emptied all the bins, and I'm gonna show you the pantry before I clean it out and put the shelf liner on it. I'm sorry, I keep looking over here. This is the viewfinder, and I'm trying to make sure I'm in focus. So this is one table, and I just like threw everything up there. I put all of our beverages down below. Clearly we are very thirsty people, or not, because we have a ton. And we bought most of this except for the buy drinks and the hint water before we started keto, and this stuff, we just bought this. But like the Mike's Hard, all that kind of stuff, we don't really drink too much of it. I'm gonna keep it because my fiance likes to have them every once in a while, and we paid for them, so we might as well. I did not organize this in any sort of fashion, which I'm probably going to regret, but this is what this side looks like. And now I'm gonna turn you around to my dining room table. Sorry about the shaky camera. This is my dining room table right now. And it is just stacked full of food. I'm very embarrassed, but this is reality. We have 8 people that live here, and this is just what it is. You know, we have, my mom goes out and buys food, I'll go out and buy food, and we try to stock up on things, but this is just excessive, and it really needs to be organized. It's really just a lot of boxes that need to go, like they need to be put in their containers and go, because that's taking up a lot of space. And then over here, these are all the containers I pulled. These 2 stacks are all the containers that I pulled. And then these are my canisters I put down here. I have 6, oh, I don't know where my other one is, but I do have 6 of those little stacking ones. I have these Lazy Susans. I have 2 of these from Walmart. I have this basket. And then I have my can organizers, which clearly are not very organized. I have 2 of those. I have 2 of the under the counter storage things, or under the shelf. And I use those for bread usually. And then over here, I just have all the stuff that I bought from the Dollar Tree, another canister, and then I have these smaller bins that were in my garage. I don't know that I'm gonna use them, but I have them, and then I have my blue bins, 1 of the trash bags of food. Now, if it was not expired, I didn't throw it away. I mean, we can still donate things, but yeah. This is it, you guys. It's insane. I'm embarrassed. Please don't judge me. I am working on my life. This is part of the process. Don't judge me, okay? So I'm gonna show you the pantry now, and then we're gonna clean it, and we're gonna get that shelf liner in, we're gonna get this stuff organized, and we are gonna get this pantry together. All right, I have not pulled any of this stuff out. I'm gonna do that next, but I just don't have any space out here for that kind of stuff. This is my pantry. It is completely empty. A little lone chocolate chip there that fell out of the bag. So my floor is empty. This all needs to get swept up. That's not mold, by the way. It's just green coloring. So yeah, this is what it looks like. I have not tackled this beast yet. Again, this is gonna come whenever I do the other little rack there. But I'm gonna sweep and clean off these shelves and then get the shelf liner up.
I was worried you blow my reputation, but I figured it's not on me. Yeah. The way you're making me shiver, your hands on myself, I keep pulling the trigger, alright. This red finger for people like them. Oh no. Well, darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky. Oh, it's the way you make me feel so good.
The shelves. Doesn't look that great from here, but it looks really cute, especially once I get the baskets in here. I didn't do the top shelf up here because nobody sees it. It's not perfect, like I need to cut the edges, but it looks decent. And then I had this little frame. I need to actually get glass for it. This is like the plastic frame, but I'm gonna use this to write down things that we need. So I just put the contact paper on the cardboard inside of the frame, and then I'm gonna hang our weekly menu here. I'm gonna go ahead and put the bins in, and then I'm gonna start filling them with stuff and labeling. Okay, you guys, I think I have my bins laid how I want them. So along the bottom, I have all like some big white baskets, 5 big white baskets. I put my can storage over here, and then all along the bottom shelf, I was able to fit all the blue bins that I bought from Walmart. I was able to fit my under the shelf storage there. I have these two. These are like odd white bins. They don't match the other ones, but they're still white, so I put those there. And then here, I still need to take those little tags off of them, but I just wanted to lay it out here. Let me back up so you can see. I have 6 of the medium white bins, and then over here I stacked these guys 2 on 2, and then up here I have 1 more medium white and then 3 of the larger bins, and then this is all clear for my canisters and my cereal containers. So I'm gonna start filling the bins, and then I'm gonna label them, and then I will check back in with you guys.
I am not the victim of this love affair. You can make me go away. I don't really care if it's getting fair. I just wanna love you, babe. You got me around your finger. You got me in a twisted state of love, but I refuse to see it. Yeah, you can turn me upside down, turn my heart inside out, but I have never given up. Do it again, just do it again. Sleep is for the dead and love is for the weak. Yeah, play me till I repeat and fade. Yeah, you can turn me upside down. Do it again, just do it again. Yeah, you were what I need, don't you understand? We were made to fall in love. Give me what I ask, let me hold your hand. Baby, you just have to know. You got me around your finger. You got me in a twisted state of love, but I refuse to see it. Yeah, you can turn me upside down, turn my heart inside out, but I have never given up. Do it again, just do it again. Sleep is for the dead and love is for the weak. Yeah, play me till I repeat and fade. Yeah, you can turn me upside down. Do it again.
All right, you guys, it is now the next day. I got a little hung up last night getting other things done, and I just didn't film the final look. It took me about, I want to say 5 hours total to finish it, which sounds like a lot, but I was very detailed and made sure it was exactly how I wanted it. So I haven't even gotten out of my pajamas this morning. I am in my socks and slippers, mismatched socks at that. But I'm just gonna walk you through the pantry and show you what it looks like.
I was worried you blow my reputation, but I figured it's not on me. Yeah. The way you're making me shiver, your hands on myself, I keep pulling the trigger. Alright, just wear a finger for people like them. Oh no. Well, darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky. Oh, it's the way you make me feel so good, feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good. I falling astray from my intuition. But I'm pretending it's not my fault. No, no, no. The way you make it make glitter, you drink me like liquor, keep painting the picture, alright. No, I don't care much for people like them. Oh, nah, nah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna walk you through. So when you come in and you turn to your right, I put up this meal plan. It's not a meal plan, it's like a dry erase board, but it's the week. And I'm just gonna write our meal plan, breakfast, lunch, dinner, because I do serve my daycare children, so that'll be a nice reference for me. And then this frame came from IKEA, and it was just out in my garage wasting space. So I took that and I lined it with the shelf paper that I used in here. And then I used my Silhouette to cut out these letters that say we are out of. This font matches everything in my pantry. I got it from dafont.com, D-A-F-O-N-T, and it's called Skinny Font Bold. And I love that font. It reminds me of Ray Dunn. If you don't know what Ray Dunn is or whatever, just go online and Google Ray Dunn. It's like a certain style. And I love the Ray Dunn stuff, but I can't really afford that. So I tried to create my own little Ray Dunn pantry. Obviously mine is not, as fancy, but it kind of gives you the same feel. It's not pottery or anything like that. Excuse me. It's not pottery or anything like that, but it's still like kind of the same font. So I thought that was really cute. And then up here, I hung this little basket by some nails and hooks, and I just put my vis-a-vis markers in here. This board is wet erase, or I think it's dry erase too, but it's wet erase. So I put those guys in there, so when we run out of something, we can just write it. And when I go to make my grocery list, it'll just make it 1,000 times easier. Down here is just my little bag holder. I didn't really move that. That stayed there. So we'll start up top here. In these two baskets, I just put treats and breads. And these labels I made, the brown label comes from Walmart. And then these I printed on full sticker paper. Again, I used that skinny font, and I just made these in PowerPoint. And I stuck them on there and then tied them with some twine. And then here we have soup and keto foods. These are like little keto snacks. Pasta, rice, canned goods. Over here we have miscellaneous, olives and pickles, baby snacks. This is an overflow container. I always like to have some sort of overflow. I have 2 overflows in this pantry because we like to stock up on things when they go on sale, and I need a space to put them. So that is what that's for. And it also holds our adult beverages that I don't want on the floor. And then I have these little stacking things. Here I just put like spice mixes and like dressing mixes, pot roast, things like that. Here I put Lara bars. These are probably going to go because we don't really eat these. We did before keto and now we can't have them, so I will probably get rid of those. This is like junky snacks, like gummies and Twinkies and just stuff that I don't want the kids to have all the time. So I put it up a little bit higher. And then lollipops for bribing, because sometimes you have to bribe your kids. And then up here we just have small bags of chips. These are the ones the kids can grab for lunches. And then in here we have big bags of chips. And then here we have another overflow container. This is full of goldfish right now because we just stocked up on goldfish. And then when you come down, I have all of these cereal containers. They are all full of different kinds of cereal. My kids really like cereal, and I had stocked up when certain things were on sale. So that is what's on that shelf. And then just in this corner, I just kind of put random stuff. Like we have sugar we don't really use. There's a Big Red Zero and some bulk syrup. And so I just kind of put that back there. And then down here we have our Lazy Susan. It kind of moves around like this. And I just put oils, dressings, and vinegars on there. And then as you turn this way, I have kind of my lesser used stuff, but I still use them. And so I wanted a spot for them because they were all in bags inside of Ziploc bags. So it was annoying. So I have like my Swerve sweetener, I have my xanthan gum, arrowroot, cinnamon sticks. I boil these in the fall just to create that nice fall smell. And then cocoa powder and sugar-free chocolate chips. I got these canisters at the Dollar Tree, and they are glass with the plastic lid, and then I just made these labels again in PowerPoint. And then over here I have all of my Walmart containers. I know somebody's going to say something about them being plastic. I could not afford the expensive ones, so this is what I'm left with right now. Maybe eventually I will, but this is going to be a budget-friendly, you know, pantry haul. These are, I think this size is a dollar something, and I think these are $2. But I have like all my flour, almond flour, powdered sugar, rice, Bisquick. I put my croutons in here, pink salt, coconut flour, nuts, and peanuts. And I just put nuts here because sometimes we buy different kinds, so that'll kind of free that up so I don't have to remove the label. So that really works, and that's a budget-friendly way of having canisters in your pantry. I'm not too worried about it not being like the OXO ones. I think these are going to work just fine. And then when you pan this way, I have my condiments, peanut butter jelly, barbecue sauce, syrup, etc. And then here I have drink mixes. These are like Kool-Aid mixes we don't normally make them, but I just have them on hand. I have some stevia, some iced teas, and that's what I hold in there. Again, this is miscellaneous. We've already seen this. So right now I have some raisins and some pumpkin seeds. And then you guys saw all this. This is just my pasta, rice, potatoes, or like instant potatoes, and then all my canned and jarred stuff. We don't have a whole lot of that all the time. And then when you go down here, I got these blue bins I showed you from Walmart. These things are perfection. I actually want to go back and get more because I love these. They're very sturdy. They're a beautiful color. And they hold a lot. I mean, I feel like they hold a decent amount. So anyways, this is cereal bars. These are like Nutri-Grain bars, granola bars, which are like the chewy bars, like the Quaker chewy bars. Popcorn, my kids love popcorn. Crunchy snacks. I tried to keep that one open-ended because we buy different kinds of snacks. They don't always want goldfish. They don't always want pretzels. So I have like individually bagged goldfish, and then we have these like cheese dips and pretzels. Here I just have a big bag of Duke's beef jerky. Fruit snacks is like overflowing. Applesauce, and then here I have another Lazy Susan that just holds more oils and dressings and things. I have fruit cups here, breakfast items, which right now consist of oatmeal. I do have Pop-Tarts, but I don't want to put them in there. Crackers, this is just various types of crackers, wheat thins, these little like, I don't know what those are called. And then more crackers. Again, I keep it open-ended, so I have goldfish in there. I have these like, I don't know what they're called, Ritz cracker thins or something like that. Ritz chips or something. And then I have 2 of the pretzel chips. So that's the bottom shelf, and basically I was trying to make it easy for my kids to pack lunch or to grab a snack, so they're not all up in this area trying to find things. So that's why I laid it out there. And then if you go down here, I have these little wire shelves, and I have 2 of them. There's one there and one here, and I just put buns in this one, bread and bagels in that one, and they fit beautifully around the 2 bins. That's why these are kind of closer together than the others, but it's totally fine. I'm not stressing about it. And then when you go down, you guys saw we had so many drinks, so I just divided them. So I have my flavored water. These are my buy drinks. More flavored water. These are the hint waters, Gatorade, carbonated water, and then juices, juice pouches. Again, if my kids want to take one to school, they can just grab it and throw it in their lunchbox. And then in this can organizer, I put some diet drinks. And then over here I put regular drinks. And then I took the stacking things apart and I put one for onions and one for potatoes. We don't buy a lot of potatoes, so I wasn't concerned about not having enough space. Again, we just have our Ziploc bags here. I did organize it a little bit, but not a ton. And then just random stuff. I tried to move all my spices to one. These are just baking spices. These are not cooking spices. Some overflow straws, and then, you know, the rest of that. And then here, I was trying to figure out a way to store our straws and forks and things. I like my kids to take forks or spoons to school because it just saves them time from having to go up. They get such a limited amount of time at lunch. I'm always trying to like speed it up and like trying to figure out ways that they get more time to sit and eat their lunch. So I got these little cups or these little pails from Target. I believe they were $1. And I went on my Silhouette and I used that same font and I printed, or I cut out these letters. So this one is for straws and they are just all hung by command strips. So this one is for straws, this one is for forks, and this one is for spoons. I love this idea. It kind of gets everything off the shelf, but it's still functional. It makes sense. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I really love how it turned out. I think it's going to be functional for our family. I think, you know, the kids are going to be able to use it without fail, hopefully. And I really, really enjoy the way that it turned out. It was a lot of work. I do want to mention, I did line all of my shelves with this blue paper. This I got at Walmart. If I can find it, I will link it down below. It was about $4.99 or $4.97 per roll, and I used 1.5 rolls, so not bad. And then I used the rest underneath my kitchen sink. Or actually not even the rest. I used some of the rest underneath my kitchen sink. So this is it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will link everything that I can find down below, and hopefully you guys can get some tips. If you have any questions, let me know down below. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys. I will see you next time.
I was worried you broke my reputation, but I figured it's not on me. Yeah. The way you're making me shiver, your hands on myself, I keep pulling the trigger, alright. This very finger for people like them. Oh, no. Well, darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky, oh. It's the way you make me feel so good, feel so good right now. It's the way you make me feel so good, oh. I keep on falling astray from my intuition, but I'm pretending it's not my fault. No. The way you make glitter, you drink me like liquor, keep painting the picture, alright. No, I don't care much for people like them. Oh, no. Well, darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a girl.